Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock. Looking like this definitely doesn't come easy. Between filming blockbuster upon blockbuster, raising kids, and maintaining a happy marriage, just how much work does Dwayne Johnson have to put in to his training and diet? The answer is a lot. Also, where does he find the time? From super early morning wake-up calls to a specialized diet and some serious sweating time in the gym, Dwayne Johnson makes it all look super easy to manage. Tough workout schedules and specialized diets aside, living as The Rock is pretty sweet. And let us tell you, he sure knows just how to enjoy his hard-earned dollars. From cars and mansions to his own personal portable gym, this is how Dwayne The Rock Johnson does it all. It's pretty well known that The Rock got his start in the entertainment industry from inside the ring. This is also where he landed himself the nickname The Rock. But how exactly did one of the greatest wrestlers of all time turn into one of the world's highest grossing and highest paid actors? Talk about being an overachiever, right? Well, as with most sports stars, his wrestling popularity earned him a small and initial once-off acting role. Turned out he was pretty good at it, and eventually The Rock started pursuing a career in acting full-time. His first ever appearance on screen was back in 1999, in That 70s Show. Yeah, we had no idea either. He played his own father in an episode called That Wrestling Show. Nearly a year later, he appeared in the Star Trek Voyager episode Sun Cats as an alien wrestler who fought popular character 7 of 9, and by the end of 2004, The Rock had been in several big-budget films such as The Mummy Returns, Scorpion King, and Walking Tall. To date, he has appeared in at least 56 films, so yeah, his bulky net worth of $350 million should come as no surprise. Rest assured though, he has and continues to work incredibly hard for his millions. He just happens to make it look super easy. Does that mean he's all work and no play? Oh no. We'll tell you all about how hard he spends his millions a little later. He might appear to be down to earth, and we're not saying he isn't, but he definitely doesn't keep his spending low-key. But first, let's take a look at what a typical day in the life of The Rock looks like. As you can probably guess, having a physique the size of 3 average men doesn't come easy. At the last count, The Rock weighed 260 pounds and stood at 6'4". So yes, 3 men in one body. The Rock likes to get an early start to his day. And by early, we mean 3:30 a.m. Surely he goes to bed nice and early as well. Maybe, maybe not. He prefers to get an early start on his workout routine, and he kicks his day off with a light cardio workout, often a run. He'll either do this outside or on an elliptical machine at home while sipping on coffee and catching up on the news. What? He multitasks as well? Apparently, The Rock prefers to keep his morning workout nice and light, unless of course he knows he's going to be busy all day. Then he steps it up a notch by lifting weights in the morning instead of cardio. Makes sense, we guess. After his first workout of the day, yes, we said first, it's time for his first meal of the day. The Rock typically aims to ingest no less than 3,000 calories per day. That's roughly 1,000 more than the typical average person needs per day. He divides them up into about 7 meals spread out throughout his day. Guess what he had for breakfast? Before we tell you more, remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. So what does he have for breakfast? A dozen eggs? We guess he occasionally has a few with his steak. Yes, The Rock typically starts his day off with a nice juicy steak, oatmeal sometimes. He generally also stocks up on things like chicken, broccoli, rice, halibut, baked potatoes, asparagus, onions, mushrooms, and leafy vegetables. Lots and lots of veggies. While he prefers to stick to natural proteins as far as possible, he'll sometimes include a casein protein shake in his meal plan, depending on his training goals. He of course doesn't always keep his diet clean, but more on that in just a bit. His afternoons tend to get a little busier, seeing that he has work and family commitments, but most days he is able to fit in another workout, his second of the day. We struggle just to get through 3 per week. It's starting to make sense why he gets up so early, doesn't it? Also, we guess that when you go by the name The Rock, then, well, working out is part of the game. In the afternoons, he'll spend about 2-3 hours exercising. And no, this doesn't change when he's on location. Then he simply takes his portable gym called Iron Paradise with him. His evenings are a little more relaxed. Mostly anyway. When he doesn't have work commitments, he'll spend his evenings relaxing with his family or getting some admin done. Though he doesn't typically go to bed before at least 11 p.m., which means he doesn't really get a lot of sleep, typically around 4 hours per night. The man truly is The Rock. Unless he has a cheat day, of course, then he turns to Jello. No, really. He might be a legend, but he is still only human. The Rock loves to share his diet cheat days with his Instagram followers. Cheat day menus can range from burgers and fries to ice cream and pancakes. Some of his cheat meals contain as much as 5,000 to 6,000 calories. Yikes! Well, when you work hard, we guess it's only fair that you play hard. Speaking of which, The Rock knows how to treat himself in terms of expensive shopping. We're talking flashy cars, a private jet. The Iron Paradise needs to travel in style, we guess. More than a few sizable mansions and several super pricey watches. Let's start with his impressive car collection. All in all, The Rock remains a pretty modest guy, and he has quite a few cars that fall into that category, like his Ford F-150 priced at a mere $56,000, his Plymouth Prowler priced at $39,000, and his 1971 Chevy Chevelle estimated at $73,000 US. But then, there is his far from modest collection, such as a $1.4 million US Ferrari LaFerrari, and a Pagani Huayra priced at a jaw-dropping $2.6 million US. The latter comes with a 5.9-liter twin-turbocharged V12 engine and a top speed of 238 miles per hour. Enough said, right? As for his private jet, it was every bit as impressive. I mean, if your films generally gross around $200 million, then why not treat yourself to a top-of-the-range Gulfstream G650? This specific jet truly is the cream of the crop, and similar ones are owned by big names such as Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. We can't confirm exactly how much The Rock shelled out for his jet, but they generally come with a price tag of no less than $65 million US. He also has an incredibly impressive property portfolio, such as his relatively newly acquired Beverly Hills mansion. Apparently, he spent $27.8 million US on the 6-bedroom, 12-bathroom home. The mansion is considered to be the largest property in the upscale Beverly Park neighborhood and even comes with neighbors such as Denzel Washington, Sofia Vergara, Sylvester Stallone, and Eddie Murphy. The home, if we can call it that, sits on about 3.67 acres of land and has several gates for easy access in and out of the property. Spanning a massive 17,630 square feet, it comes with every amenity imaginable, obviously. Features include a tennis court, a sun-drenched pool and spa, an indoor pool, a large gym, a music room with a recording studio. Yes, that's another talent The Rock has. A movie theater, and an elevator. We're starting to understand why it came at such a hefty price. What about his watch collection? It's about as flashy as his smile. The Rock is a big fan of Rolex watches. The first ever Rolex he bought had a price tag of $35,000 US. Pricey, yes, but definitely not the priciest in his collection. Other watches he has bought over the years include a Rolex Sea Dweller, a Panerai Luminor, an IWC Schulfenhausen Big Pilot Heritage, and a Breitling Transocean Chronograph Unitime. The man is busy, he needs to make sure he gets to where he needs to, and he does so on time. Whether he is getting up before the crack of dawn, making us gush over his candid family shots, or whether he leaves us drooling over his cheat meals, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson makes it all look effortless. But we guess with $350 million US to your name, it's a little easier to get by.